And what is effectively another just like outright disturbing almost admission from the federal government, and this is just my opinion, by the way. The CIA has effectively hacked yet another Trump official's information yet again. Like, you guys don't have anything better to do? You really think we think Iran did this? Come on, we're not stupid. We weren't born yesterday. Once, okay, maybe. Twice, meh. Three times is way past enemy action, my dude. You're just kind of obvious at this point, and you really need to be kept in check. Like, I'll read it to you. I'll read what Eric Doherty says. Sorry if I am totally butchering your name. Eric Daughtry said about this. Iranians target FBI director nominee Kash Patel in hack, gain access to some of his communications. What's going on? Kash is going to be a top U.S. official. We're not just talking about campaign surrogates anymore. Yeah. So what this effectively is, and I'm going to call it as I see it. It might not have a bearing in the real world. I could totally be wrong about this, but here's my take. You good old CIA is up to their good old shenanigans, right? They couldn't nail him on some S3X fun bits, so they have to go after this by hacking one of his devices because they can't take him out any other way. And now they basically got caught with their hand in the cookie jar, so they're blaming Iran. That's what this is. Or better yet, it's a preemptive, oh, by the way, I caught my sister in the cookie jar, even though I totally didn't just scarf down half of the cookie jar situation. That's literally what we're seeing here. And no, I'm not sympathetic to Iran. In fact, I think the whole world would probably be a better place if Iran was literally just like a part of me wants to say nuclear wasteland, but the other part of me says like some sort of oasis in the desert with no government at all, and these terrorist organizations that are associated directly to them didn't exist in the first place. That's my take. But at the end of the day, let's admit the truth here. Whenever the government comes out and says a foreign government does a thing, and it's during an election season, and it happens more than once, it's a pretty safe bet that it's a good old Central Intelligence Agency, aka government-funded corruption for the sake of being corrupt in order to supplant other governments, that is now being turned on our own government because our own government got elected, and it's something that they don't like. It doesn't support their causes, i.e. Doge, cutting down on wasteful government. Oh, gee, where does the CIA fit in that one? Does sending millions of traceable dollar bills to foreign countries during the war in the Middle East, does that ring a bell to anybody? Or, all the CIA involvement with the creation of certain terrorist organizations in the first place, not ringing a bell to anybody? So yeah, obviously they have skeletons in their closet. It's the kind of the nature of their job, if you will, and they're afraid that it means that they're going to get shut the F down, which, by the way, a lot of people in the country and out of the country want to happen. We don't like the CIA. They're scumbags. We know they're scumbags, and we want them gone. Hand it back to naval and army intelligence and just, crap can the CIA. Call it a day. They need to go. Because, we all know that they're the ones who are doing this stuff at this point. And you can say that, oh, you're wrong, Zero. You can't possibly know what the CIA is up to. Dude, the CIA does shady shit like this all the time. This is their bread and butter and their breakfast cereal. And you're going to sit here and say with a straight face that legitimately, oh, it can't be the CIA? I'm sorry, I hate to burst your bubble, but it absolutely could be, and is most likely the CIA. You think Iran is going to sit there and spend, even 5 minutes on Kash Patel for the FBI? No, because Kash Patel is going to tear apart the FBI. In fact, actually, Iran has more against our current iteration of the FBI than Kash does. So that should tell you right there who it is. It's the CIA and the deep state. They're just trying to use Iran as a scapegoat again. You want to see Iran do something bad? Go watch what they do to Israel on a daily basis. Go watch all the terrorist organizations that they directly fund. I could literally sit here for days pointing out all the wrongdoings of Iran. But let's not get our wires crossed here, ladies and gentlemen. The one with the biggest amount of skin in this fight is the CIA, which is trying to perform what we would call CYA, and if you know, you know, because it's all that they can do is cover their butts. And this is wrong. It is disturbing, and it needs to stop. It needs to be put to a stop. And I would petition, actually, Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy that the first thing that they should look at is the funding that goes to the CIA and where some of that money actually goes to. In fact, right straight to Donald Trump, I would say you should declassify everything regarding the CIA because you are the top classification authority in the country, and we should absolutely have a nice little house cleaning day on their account, because there's probably about a good 80, 90, pretty much since their founding, which I would have to actually Google, you could probably find dirt works all the way back then that have outright been detrimental to the United States. So, and I'm not saying that there haven't been good CIA moments, but we kind of gotta stop excusing bad behavior because someone does something good. Okay, we need to give them a pat on the head and a cookie when they do a good job, sure, but they need to be held to account when they mess it up too. Just saying. Like, when your kid steals your car, obviously punish them. When they go have the car repaired, say thank you. When they then polish the car for the next 3 years that they're under your roof, props. You know, if they're really good about things, maybe have a discussion about teaching them how to drive. But the point is that, you know, you still don't forget the fact that they stole your car. And that's effectively the way it is. The CIA would be the teenager in that analogy. But that's my thoughts on the situation. What are yours? Leave a comment and a like. Hit the subscribe button. We're gonna try this stuff. We're gonna delve into things, I guess.